All right, okay, you guys know the drill. Please comment, like this video, anything that helps the algorithm, because I had to pay $1 for this article, man, and I only get 2 cents a video. I don't actually only get 2 cents a video, but YouTube is stingy. It's pretty rough, so please help your boy out. Just leave a comment.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so we're back on this article, guys. This is pretty awesome. So, as you know, we already looked at Defensive Player of the Year. How did NBA players think when it comes to who's the best defender in the NBA? And as far as these anonymous NBA player votes, Victor Wembanyama beat Rudy Gobert by a huge margin. Okay, most people voted Victor as far as best defender, and then we have Rudy Gobert way underneath, way down here. But what we're going to be looking at next is players were asked, who would you build a team around right now? Who would you build your team around? This is insane. Victor Wembanyama beat Nikola Jokic for who you would build your team around. Now, I know as Spurs fans that's on this channel, it's like, duh, right? He's the youngest player, most potential. He's so good. I mean, the hype train is crazy. Obviously, you pick Victor Wembanyama. But just put this in context here, okay? Nikola Jokic is more than likely going to win MVP. He's also in the midst of another championship run. He just won a championship, an NBA championship. We all know his style of play in which he gets everyone involved. And NBA players still voted for Victor over Nikola Jokic. Small margin, but I'm trying to think back on other MVPs that's won and they were in their prime. I can't really even fathom another time where someone would have chose, or at least a big enough people, a big enough sample size where people would have chose another player to build their team around over the player who just won MVP. I can't really think of it. Like, let's see, NBA MVPs. Like, there's Steph Curry. I mean, but who would have chose, like, was it Joel Embiid in that draft? Like, who would have chose him? Let's see, this history of MVPs. You see, Joel Embiid. Maybe Joel Embiid winning. People would have chose someone else to build their team around. I don't know if it would have been. Maybe it would have been split between him and the other MVP, Nikola Jokic. You know, I just can't think of like another young guy where people would even fathom this. You see, you got Giannis winning twice. James Harden 2018 was insane. I don't know how close that margin would have been with another player, especially a young player. Steph Curry 20. Yeah, this is just insane. And this is one of the best players. This is one of the best players in NBA history. The numbers that Nikola Jokic is putting up, especially for his position, is unheard of. Okay, it's godly, and people actually, or players actually, still chose Victor Wembanyama over him. I don't know. I don't think that they would have done it at the beginning of the season, maybe not even the middle of the season, but I think that all the players now have been able to see him firsthand and going into games and preparing for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a whole nother ball game. And we can see the teams that weren't as prepared or wanted to try Wemby, and you can't try him. You can't. We even had Giannis attempting to try Wemby. Like, no, I'm a dunk on his head. You can't. He's just too good, and he's a rookie. And I understand it. I get it. But man, I just wasn't expecting him to beat Nikola Jokic at all. Even though it's close, I thought that Jokic would get the slight, you know, at least a few more votes than Wemby. I was thinking Wemby would maybe be like 24%, 25%, but man, that is insane. Just contextually, this is crazy. I mean, he's literally like, who would you want to build your team around? The guy who's literally in the middle of a dynasty, or the guy that could potentially have the dynasty? Just insane. I thought, out of respect, Jokic would outbid him, but this is insane, man. Some other guys that were on this list, which, come on, they just voted for themselves. I think they kind of gave it away. This is less than 8%. Jared Allen. I like to believe that these NBA players aren't trolls. I think Jared Allen voted for Jared Allen. I have a... There's no way. There's no way. Unless it was like Jared Allen's teammate. Like Jared Allen. Some of these make sense. Zion, Donovan, even Scoot, I guess. He got a vote. Kevin Durant, I guess. Tyrese Halliburton. But Jared Allen. Come on, that's so disrespectful. Anyways, moving on. It says some of the stuff he does offensively, the way he moves, it just looks so fluid. One player said, just seeing him from afar, he's playing the right way. He has the right principles. He's focused on the right things. I like him. Wembanyama age factored into some of the players' votes as he turned 20 in January. Naturally, any team executive looking to build a title contending team wants a long of a runway as possible. You can have him for 20 years, one of the players said. The upside, and at 20 years old, you can see that if he stays healthy and continues to get better, he can be a truly great player. I don't want to put a ceiling on him. And this also says, do you think Jokic facing so well is impressive? How about the fact... Wait. Do you think Jokic faring so well is impressive? How about the fact that LeBron James is still getting votes in the young man's category at the ripe old age of 39? I just still think maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just find it very impressive that Nikola Jokic, who's literally winning MVP and literally on a championship team, about to win a championship or in the midst of one, wouldn't beat a rookie. I don't know. I don't know. It just shows how good Victor Wembanyama actually is. Another one that I just found interesting because I'm sure you guys want to talk about it. So this is only 81 votes came in on this one. So it seemed like a lot of players didn't want to mess with this, which it's understandable. They probably just didn't really like doing this. But this is funny. So who's the league's most overrated player? Rudy Gobert. So that probably stems back to that defensive player of the year where not many people voted for him. But dude, it's like if you watch the games you can tell, right? Like I think it's pretty obvious that like Rudy Gobert's a good player, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the amount of praise, I don't know. But also guys just don't really like Rudy Gobert, let's be real. Jordan Poole. Is Jordan Poole overrated? I don't agree with players. How is Jordan Poole overrated? Who overrates Jordan Poole? I don't know. This seemed like more of I'm just gonna vote for who I don't like. Yeah, this is more I'm gonna vote for who I don't like. I take this for granted. So Trae Young. Do players not like Trae Young? I don't know if anybody in the media or anyone overall is just overrating Trae Young. Maybe it's with the contract that they're calling him out there. I don't know. Trae Young is a really good player. He just needs, he needs the Spurs. We don't have to get him, but yeah, he needs somebody. Dylan Brooks be on this list. Whatever, dude. These are just people they don't like. Like, how is Dylan Brooks overrated? Like, seriously, like how is the only team that overrates Dylan Brooks is the Houston Rockets. Like that's it. Like those executives, Houston Rockets, they're the ones that overhype Dylan Brooks. Who the heck is overrating Dylan Brooks? Nobody is. James Harden, really? I don't know. Let me see who else was on this list. So these are just a few votes. Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, Luka Doncic, what the heck? Joel Embiid. See, you would think Joel Embiid might be on there, or let's see. I don't know if Jimmy Butler should be on there. Oh, Devin Vassell got a vote, guys. Devin Vassell got a vote down here as far as overrated players. Yeah, he got a vote. At least a couple, maybe. I don't know percent. Yeah, I think he got a vote. That's tough. Maybe it was a couple votes. Anyways, I'm not good at math. And then there is who's the most underrated player, and you got Derek White and Jalen Williams right there tying it 10%. I agree with that. And then you see True Holiday. SGA, is he underrated? I think SGA is getting a good enough praise. I don't know. These are ones, and more people wanted to contribute to this one. These are one of those ones where it's just like the people that did vote just don't like these players. I do agree with Rudy Gobert. I think I think he is pretty overrated. Not to say he's a bad player. It's just, I don't know. Like I think it just has to do with the fact that he's on like pace to win Defensive Player of the Year, which he shouldn't. Like he shouldn't. But anyways, I will give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.